Hello, strong people. Week one, day one of prep for the Northeast Regional Battle at the Bridge at 580 Barbell. Whew. So I know content has been pretty slow the last 2 weeks, and that's just because I haven't had an actual program to follow. I've just been in here, kind of doing what I want to do, kind of testing things out for for this prep. So now we have our program. We are good to go. If I sound I'm not expecting today to go great, honestly, but sometimes those ones are the best sessions. So either way, I was up real late last night. I made a boo-boo and it caused our one sink to overflow, so we had to I was running the carpet cleaner thing to suck up all the water last night, like 1 a.m. or whatever. And then I had a toothache or gum ache, whatever you want to call it, like back here where the wisdom teeth are. It happens every now and then, so I don't know if my wisdom tooth is finally coming in at 26 years old or what, but it hurts. It still hurts right now. I can't close my mouth like the way I want to because my gums pressed together and it hurts. Had to pause the video there for a second. The wife came out and asked if she could use my my AirPods. Of course. But anyway, what was I about to say? Oh, yeah, I don't know. So the toothache, gum ache, whatever you want to call it, that hurt all day yesterday. I don't like to take any sort of medication like that, so I held off on ibuprofen until later in the day because I knew with how bad it hurt, I wasn't going to be able to sleep. And that's pretty much what happened. I woke up again at 3 a.m., took some more ibuprofen, and I guess it worked. I fell back asleep till 7 or so. I woke up. It was hurting right away. It hurts to drink water. It hurts to eat. So today was a little bit rough whenever you drink as much water. And I wouldn't say I eat a ton of food during the day, but still it all hurts. So I took some more ibuprofen later in the day to try to help myself to get my lunch down because I knew it was going to hurt. Ibuprofen didn't kick in right away, so it 2 hours after lunch is when it kicked in. And even then, it only felt good for like an hour and a half, 2 hours or whatever. So I'm not feeling too great. But still have a session to do. The eclipse, that was today. Boring. I didn't watch it. Got a little bit dark, and then it wasn't dark. Not the most exciting thing. I get that it doesn't happen that often, but eh. And then now we're here. It's also that point in the year where my neighbors grill every night, which is great because it smells amazing, but it also makes me really jealous that I'm not eating whatever they're cooking. Because it does. It smells amazing. Anyway, I don't even think I mentioned what we're doing tonight. Log press. 10 rep max, 1 clean and press away. Strict press, I think. Yeah, it's definitely strict press. And then axle clean and press away. Clean every rep, 4 sets of 5 at 255, I believe. So pretty light. But I'm not expecting to have very good conditioning after the pro-am, a 2-week break, where I wasn't, in prep mode, which I really should be because it makes coming back into prep a lot easier, but we'll get through it. Also, no grip shirts allowed for this competition, which I like, only because I don't like putting that stupid thing on every session. Of course, they are suited deadlifts now, so I don't know. And sandbag toss, of course, which I don't like setting up, but it is what it is. So we'll worry about that tomorrow, though. As for today, let's just get our pressing started. I have no idea what I'm going to hit. I have a number in mind, but we'll see. Under the circumstances, ... I don't know. I'm not going to make any more excuses. I think I made, 6 or 7 already, so we'll see what happens. pressing's done. The mosquitoes out now. I forgot about that. Pressing went good, but I feel awful. My mouth hurts so bad right now. It's not like it's affecting my strength or anything. You don't notice it during the set. It's just after, because I'm sure I'm clenching my teeth or something during the set, so it's definitely aggravating it. And so really, I was trying to do my sets quicker, less rest time, so I could just try to avoid the pain for like 30 to 40 seconds or so. They went well. Pressing went well. I meant to check in after log because I thought of something that I don't normally do. I always wear, on straight bar pressing, axle, regular bar, or whatever, I always wear wrist straps. Just because they put my wrist at a little bit of a, it's bent back more. Log, I've never done that. Log, I used it a few years ago and I stopped because I just didn't like it. Of course, at that point in time, I was using a Titan log and they have really thick handles. And I don't have very big hands, obviously. Well, I guess not obviously. You probably wouldn't know that if I didn't tell you, but they're small. So when I wore the wrist wraps on the Titan log, it was tough to grab the handles after a few reps because my hands were, you're losing circulation because the wraps are tight. And then it was getting tough to squeeze the handle on the log, so I was actually losing grip on the cleans. So I just stopped wearing them. And I've kept it like that forever. But now that I'm, doing this type of medley, sorry if there's a little glitch in the video there. Stopped for a second. Had to talk to the wife. All right, sorry I paused it for like a third time there. I was getting attacked by a mosquito. I think what I was talking about was wrist wraps. Yeah, never use them on log. Always used them on straight bar. So now this event, it's a log axle medley, back and forth, as many reps as possible in a minute. And I'm going to use wrist wraps just because they don't bother me that much on log. It's not like I can't use them. Maybe I will start using them from here on out. Who knows? But on axle, I'm definitely going to use them. So going forward, it's going to be using that. But press felt good. I don't have any complaints about press. Axle was pretty sloppy, but I was trying to, build up some cardio, so I was going fast. I learned, I don't know if it was set 2 or no, 3 or 4 where, I think it was set 3, where I went with a little bit wider stance. So I felt more stable on the clean and the press. I didn't feel like I was wobbling around quite as much. Whenever I was, the first 2 sets, I was pretty narrow, which I am generally a narrow presser. So that's what I was going for. But I think the transition and everything is better on a wider stance. So I think we're going to stick with that. We'll see, what happens whenever the weight gets heavier. But I want this event, I plan on this event being 60 seconds of work. So, back and forth, as many reps as I can in 60 seconds. I plan on using all 60 seconds and not really taking a break. I had an event like this before where it was it was axle and circus dumbbell, and they were both very light. So it wasn't much of a test. I got 7 reps there. It would be nice to do 7 reps again on this. Do I know if that's possible? Yeah, I don't see why not. But, we'll see how prep goes with it and whatever. So I do feel like I want to throw up, though. My short rest times, all that in between axle. And I drank a little bit too much Gatorade there. I wasn't thinking, and I drank like half the bottle at once. And when you do that, or at least when I do that during these, during these sessions, I feel like it just sits like a rock in my stomach. And that's a bad idea. So, stupid mosquitoes. So, I don't know. I feel better now, but there for like 10 minutes, I was like, oh, I think I have lat pull downs next. So, let's just move on to that and get this done and go take some ibuprofen or something. All right. We're almost done. I have this and then one other thing, but I'm not going to record the other thing. I'm just going to do it. My mouth still hurts. Hurts to talk. But whatever. I don't know if I don't record much of my core work, so I'm going to do some of that. I didn't record a lot of my other accessories, so I'll record this. I'll talk about the events while I do it too. So right now I'm about to do, what are they called? Standing band crunch things with like a 3-count pause at the bottom, 3 sets of 10. I guess I'll talk a little bit before I do this. Events at Battle at the Bridge, Northeast Regional. I do not know the order of events. I'm trying to think. First or second is press and deadlift. I don't know which one's which, but I already talked a little bit about the press. So it's a 300 log, 298 axle, back and forth as many times as you can in 60 seconds. A max standard deadlift bar suited. So that's new. Up until the last 2 weeks, I've never even used a deadlift suit. So I got to play with it, break it in, figure it out, see what works best. I pulled in it twice, and I pulled a PR already. I do want to keep suited PRs different than regular PRs because it is different. It's very different. But I pulled 8:15 the other day. I think I posted that as a short. So good starting point. If I can really adjust it, I think I had more in the tank that day, maybe 8:45, 8:55, maybe. I don't know. But if we can adjust it, I don't know. Hoping for a big pull. But I know there's another kid there who has another big pull. So, you know, I don't want to count on anybody else because I don't know everybody, but I'm going to need to do well in that event. I got to do well in the first 2 events because the I forget what the last event is. I don't remember the order at all. So I know there's a sandbag toss, max weight over bar, 15 feet. I think like probably 5-pound increments. There's a yoke into frame carry. I believe it's 700. And there's a sandbag to shoulder ladder. So I don't know what the first one is. I'm sorry I'm not like super enthusiastic. This is killing me. But it's like 200 or 250 maybe, 275, 300, 325, 350 maybe. And then if you get through all that, I think you can wrap out the last bag. So I prefer that over stones. I think. I'm not the fastest at lapping the bag, but I'm fairly confident I can do well in that event. If I can hang in the, there's a possibility I win press, deadlift. Deadlift would be kind of a long shot with that other kid, but who knows. And the yoke frame, of course. I mean, I guess there's a possibility of me winning every event. There's also a possibility of me coming dead last in every event. Just depends. So, I don't know. If I can survive the sandbag toss and the sandbag to shoulder ladder, then we should do all right. All right, let's do a set of this. I'm getting eaten alive by bugs already. All right. See if I don't pass out doing this. Oh, I messed that one up. Oh, that was too fast. Oh my God. That 3-count pause is awful. Oh, that was rough. I didn't like that. All right, I'm going to close up the video now because I can't talk anymore. Not a bad way to start prep. Not a great way. Strength felt there. I don't really have any complaints about that. I got to clean up the technique on the axle and then just build from there. Nothing. These events are all events I've done before. I've never done a yoke into frame, but oh yeah, I have. I did that at Nationals. Duh. Yeah, kind of a different frame, but same principle. So, got some deadlifts tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Till next time, go out, get strong, stay strong, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.